black man discovered something bizarre while washing a car. He noticed the customer had pulled out his phone and started a countdown. If he didn't finish within 30 minutes, the guy wouldn't pay a single cent. But for Jack, a seasoned car wash employee, this was a piece of cake. Little did he know, this rich man would become a nightmare he'd never forget. To prove himself, Jack gave it everything he had and cleaned the car inside and out at lightning speed. But even then, the man started nitpicking over the smallest things. What was clearly just wet cleaning solution was twisted into an excuse to trash Jack's work. Trying to keep his job, Jack decided to take the loss and pay for the wash himself. But the man went even further and twisted the story in front of Jack's boss. Not only did he refuse to pay, he accused Jack of being lazy and careless. What he didn't know was that he'd soon pay a heavy price for this. Faced with Jack's mistake, the boss showed no mercy and fired him on the spot. But fate wasn't done with him yet. On his way home, Jack stumbled upon a life-changing moment. Seeing a car ahead having trouble, Jack rushed over to help. Sure enough, in the driver's seat was a pregnant woman about to give birth. Hearing her plea, Jack quickly tried to call an ambulance, but being in the countryside, there was no signal at all. With the baby on the way at any moment, Jack didn't hesitate and drove her to the nearest hospital himself. Unbeknownst to him, this selfless act would completely turn his tragic life around. But as soon as he got home, he was hit with a crushing rent bill. The number was so high, he knew he couldn't afford it anymore. Because he had a wife suffering from a serious illness who needed constant medication. Jack used to be a successful corporate manager, but his wife's illness drained their savings, and they had to sell their only house for medical expenses. Now they were crammed into a shabby, cheap rental, just barely surviving. His wife even wanted to give up treatment at one point, but Jack refused to give in, determined to fight death with everything he had, because as long as he was alive, their family still had hope. A month later, unable to pay the rent, Jack received an eviction notice. If he didn't move out that day, the court would step in and force him out. And it was right at that moment that his life took a dramatic turn. As he opened the door, a familiar face appeared.